Hello guys and welcome. Today I've built a log cabin in the woods. I mean, not really in the woods, but in some highlands. It started with my friend recording me from a taller structure, but in the end I had to change my perspective. You will see in the next 5 seconds. I've had to change my perspective because Valheim, you see, it lets you use cheats on your server. And use debug mode, which is some kind of creative mode on Valheim, but your friend, any other player than you, the host, they can't really use cheats. They can activate it from the console, but they can't really use them, so it wasn't a really big problem until we saw that if I change the time, I would see that the time was changed. But my friend, for him, it was still nighttime, and so this was a big problem, and we decided to change the perspective and let it be like this until Valheim developers will give us another way of time-lapsing things in this game. So here I was building the chimney, a stone chimney, nothing fancy. I've used a reference photo when I've started to build, but in the end I was I've changed it completely because that's the way I build. Also, try not to cringe because of my accent. I'm actually Romanian, and it is kind of hard for me to speak in English, especially when you don't have I don't have a script, and so I have to speak things. To talk things, I think it's better to say talk, to talk things right out of my mind, and this is hard. It's hard when your whole life you spoke in Romanian, in your native language, whatever it would be, and then you have to speak in English. But there is a beginning for everything. This is a saying we have in Romania. Here I've started to build for the roof, which gave me so much hard time because actually not the roof was the problem, but the chimney. You will see that I've put some poles. I think that's the name. No, they are not poles. They are logs. Poles. I don't know. I can't recall their name right now. But for the texture, I've put some. I think some logs, some 45 degrees logs on the roof, and because of the chimney, I wasn't able to put them from the beginning on the other side of the house, the same way I've put it on the left side of the house. It's hard, okay? It's hard to speak in English. Here I've put some logs to give it a log cabin feel, and I think that was the best idea for this house because it really gives it the log cabin in the woods vibe, which is a great vibe. I love these houses. I really hope at some point in my life I will afford to have one. Here I've started to build the interior. Nothing fancy. I've added another level, another floor. I've added here some. Again, I can't recall their name right now because I'm an idiot. I use them for the stability of the building. Here I've built the staircase, which, by the way, I've changed it like twice. In the later in the video. Look, here I've added a balcony, which it wasn't in my mind when I've started to build for this project, so that's why I always freestyle when I'm building something. I don't quite know everything from the beginning. I mean, I start with an idea and then I freestyle it. Here, giving just some stability to the house. And terraforming, it is a very, very high priority thing you should do when you're building something, terraforming, because sometimes you can have a house which is beautiful. But the scenery, the environment, it would not fit there, so you have to terraform a little bit. Here I've changed the staircase once, and later in the video you will see that I've changed it twice. I will change it again because I've just told you that I'm just freestyling every time there a bed. And here I've put some tables and chairs and any things like this, but in the end you will see that I have destroyed them and replaced them and put them more in the corner of the house. Some chests. I started with the symmetry, but later I realized that I don't really like the symmetry. I like things to be natural. And okay, here I've changed it again, the staircase, and again. What I was talking about symmetry. I don't like symmetry. I think symmetry is something artificial, and while in nature you can find some symmetry, that is a natural symmetry, but that natural symmetry you can't really imitate by just placing two chests symmetrical. So I like things natural. Okay, here I've already finished more than like 80% of the house. I would put a bed here because I like to think about the house as it would be functional, and some scenery elements like a log stash. Here a banner. And again, I will put some lighting. Look here, I've changed it to night time because I really like nighttime. It gives the whole scenery another feeling. Okay. Oh, here I've put some lights in the chimney so it would be lit up. I think it gives the chimney a good vibe. I've paved my way to the house. We are getting so much closer to the video, and this is it, guys. This is the final result of this house. I hope the house is better than my accent and my conversational skills. I hope in time they will get better and better. I think it looks quite good. It's a log cabin. It's kind of cinematic if you want to. Here I would stay in the throne. And this is it, guys. I hope you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe and like.